The mental processes of the criminal are broken into 3 different steps. First, a target is selected. Next comes a plan. Then, the crime is committed. A victim has a disadvantage. He or she must go through a 4-step process. They have to be aware, then evaluate the situation. They must think of a counterplan, and then act upon that plan. As a potential victim goes through these 4 steps, they are running through the phases of the personal safety spectrum. Your very first condition, gray, is fine when you are inside a safe place and don't need to be concerned with your surroundings. When you are outside on the street, you should be in yellow condition, taking in information. The reason for yellow condition: you are out of a control environment such as your home and have greater need to pay attention to the environment around you. For example, you are proceeding down a sidewalk. A person approaches and asks, "What time is it?" Most people instinctively look at their watch. This is a distraction technique used to cause inattention to your surroundings. In red condition, you should be alert. Look at the person. Decide what you will do and your decision. Then act upon that decision. This is green condition. In green condition, when you see an individual approaching you and decide you don't wish contact, change your direction. Move away from the individual.
If somebody approaches you, there's 4 things you should be thinking about. The first thing is, where are their hands and what are they doing? 55% of our communications is through body language. If I'm making a fist, I'm probably going to hit you with it. But if I don't have anything in my hands, then you should be looking for the second thing, and that is weapons, guns, knives, or anything within my reach that I can use against you. The third thing is friends and associates. Many crimes are committed in pairs. And the last thing is escape routes. Where are you going to run and where are they going to run?
To review, the first condition is known as gray. You are not paying attention to your surroundings. Then there's yellow condition. You are alert, taking in information. In red condition, you are aware of options and strategies available to you. In green condition, you decide to act on one of your responses. If that response does not work, continue in green condition. You act on the next response you selected and what you will do to avoid white condition.
White condition. This is a state of panic and you don't know what to do. When we look at how people are attacked from police reports, 50% are physical in nature, 25% are handguns, and the last 25% are knives and other objects. It's important that you be aware of 4 different personal spaces. The first space is your intimate space. This is from 0 to 1.5 feet. The only people you should ever allow into your intimate space are your loved ones. Next is your personal space. That's from 1.5 feet to 4 feet. Now where you really want to deal with people is at that 4-foot range. And you may ask why. The reason is to give you a little bit further than an arm's reach away from an individual, so that you have time to go through the mental processes, the 4 steps, to be able to protect yourself, to analyze the situation, and come up with a counter plan. The next space is called the social space. That's from 4 feet to 12 feet away. And it would be great if everyone would stay in that range. The last space is public space, and that's 12 feet or further. Observation is an important tool. A citizen with good observation skills is a real help to the officer on the street, and these skills you can practice. Look carefully at the person, start from the head and go to the toes. Get all the clothing information, the shirts, pants, shoes, and then get into physical characteristics on the individual. How tall are they? How much do they weigh? How old are they? And last but not least, give us the direction of travel. As officers come into the scene, we're going to be where the suspect was last seen. Your description of the criminal is a valuable element in apprehending him or her.
To review, there are 5 elements in your personal safety spectrum: gray, yellow, red, green, and white, which you will try to avoid by exercising the options you've observed from conditions around you.